never read it. All right, now I'm gonna show you what the camera is.
Okay, yeah.
Right there.
That might. Oh, you know what that is?
No.
That's the thing letting me. Why are you spreading?
I'm trying to get low.
Oh, you don't.
Oh yeah, I don't have to get low. I'm standing back.
Yeah.
All right. So what's up, everybody? It's Dre, Deborah. Weekend chit chat time. That's right. We did it on time. Remember that's.
I was gonna say I wasn't looking whenever you showed me.
All right, right. That was. We have to keep readjusting the camera so we know where to look. Right there. Anyway, so it's weekend chit chat time. Hopefully you guys come join us. We're gonna just chat it up with us, man. What's up, man? That's what we're here to talk about. What's up? What's up with you?
Yeah.
And we kind of did a little chit chat session yesterday.
No, that was this morning.
No.
Oh, it was yesterday.
No, this morning we had. Oh, I made the bomb food this morning.
Oh, it was delicious.
You gotta watch that video, and it's funny because we just whipped that thing together.
We did. That was delicious.
And but no, yesterday we did the Tell Me Something Good, and it kind of just turned into like a Friday chit chat.
Like a yeah.
Yeah, it was
Friday,
hardly
kinda.
It was kind of hardly no Tell Me Something Good kind of stuff going on.
Yeah.
Yeah. Why you're looking up like that?
Huh?
Just,
Well, now I'm trying to do the
are you
whole
looking?
the stick your chin out so you don't
She's
look
still
fat.
trying to. Nah, I told her to look there. Look at that. Look your arms. And
I
you're looking
am.
here to see how beautiful you are.
No, I'm trying
No.
to see is my
If you're looking
is my
here,
chin
how
doubled
could you
right
look
now?
there?
Is it?
It looks good.
Okay.
All right, all right. Hi, I'm Bev. How you doing?
But it is on that side though.
You look good, babe.
No, I mean the camera. Is
Yeah,
on
there
that
it is.
side.
You see where it says live? Look there.
Oh
That's
yeah,
a good point
that's a
of reference
good
on
yeah.
this.
I'm looking at the live now. Does it look like I'm looking away? Well, Friday we did a live on
Yeah.
Friday. So okay.
Okay.
Oh.
You know, when I stop talking, that's when she can't stay focused.
Yeah.
So what was we doing today? We went to a new store where we live.
Yeah. Well, it opened. It was
Yeah.
like a
Kroger.
grand opening.
Grand opening of a Kroger.
Yeah.
And I didn't like it.
No, it had clothes in there.
Yeah, they sell clothes like Walmart. It's like Walmart.
Yeah, like a Walmart, but Walmart's still cheaper. And then they had the brand Indigo.
We forgot to look that up.
Yeah, and they were made in
Yeah,
Vietnam.
clothes made in Vietnam.
And they were overpriced.
Overpriced.
You know how?
Even though it said 50% off.
Yeah, they say 50% off, and then they mark it up, and they put a little fake price tag on there.
Right.
And then you're really paying more than what even their original price is.
So yeah, that's what we kind of did. We did that, hanging around. We watched some YouTube videos of some inspirational people.
Yeah, because although we give you all inspiration, we like to watch that kind of stuff.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
you know, she's doing homework. And I'm kind of on the YouTube checking out some inspirational people, and we was listening to Jack Ma. He is the owner, CEO of Alibaba.
Which I have shares in.
Yeah, basically it's like I guess a Chinese internet company where you could buy and sell kind of off of it, kind of something like that. I don't know exactly how it works, but let's say you have a company and you want to sell some mugs, some coffee mugs. Well, their platform allows you to go directly to China, just like Walmart does, and get a whole bunch of mugs to get them made for you so you could sell them for cheap, kind of like Walmart. It allows, instead of, so now just the big companies can do it, the little guy can, you know, go to China or go to wherever country to kind of get a great price to barter, basically, or buy and sell, so like that, import, export, that kind of stuff. So that's what the company phone is all about. So dude is giving an inspirational speech, and I like that kind of stuff.
Yeah, I do too.
Yeah, but what was I gonna say?
We were gonna talk about how they tell you how you should be where they are. Well, like not how you should be, but how to get where they are. But they never tell you what they were before the real story.
Yeah, so it's like, you know, you listen to a lot of inspirational people. Him, I can't even think of any off the top. Some people listen to Dave Ramsey, Bill Gates.
Yeah, Dave Ramsey. The Mark Zuckerberg.
Yeah, what's the Elon Musk?
And then, oh yeah, was that the Tesla guy?
Yeah.
Not Warren Buffett.
Yeah, Warren Buffett.
Yeah, Warren
as well.
Buffett.
Mm-hmm. Even though I kind of know his story.
The Steve Jobs, may rest in peace though.
Mm-hmm.
Those kind of.
So yeah, they'll, you know, give talks. And who's the internet guy? Wait, Gary Vaynerchuk. Right? Okay. If you on YouTube and you try to do your own thing, you guys know who he is as well. If you're kind of doing, he's a very inspirational person. But you know, I get tired of the rah-rah. That's what I call it. All the rah-rahs. You can do it. You know, get up one day, get up off your ass, start doing this, start doing that, smile, kind of like, you know, whatever. Put it in the universe, the stuff that we try to do. And I totally believe in that stuff. But there's a missing element of what everyone is talking about. That's in common that I notice. You know, they all tell you how they got here, no, not how they got there. Take that back. They all tell you what you need to do to get there. What you need to do what you need to do, what you need to do, what you need. But yet they always shy away from what did they do? What did you do?
Well, the real truth.
The real truth, not the vague. Yeah. Everyone, I feel, is so vague. Well, you know, because when you try to follow a dream or you try to start a business or whatever, life is always going on around your business, right? So therefore, you might have kids to take care of. You got to have the roof over your head. You have to bills, gas, you know, everything associated with medical. And so you always need money coming in so you could pay for that stuff.
Yeah.
Along on top of maybe spending some money to start your business, you know, or whatever your dream is. So sometimes you can't do both, because to get that money to pay the bills, you have to work.
Yeah.
You have to work, and work is time. So you trade time for money. And then when you finish doing that, how much time do you have left? There's only 24 hours in a day for you to work on your craft that may require money as well. Definitely requires time. And maybe some dependents, you might have children or whatever that require your time too. So a lot of people require. So basically, they say, do this, do that.
Like, what was the one guy? He was like, I was in the garage and.
That's Bill Gates.
Was it?
I don't know.
I was in the garage, more or less like he didn't have a job, but he was poor. Now, something I've learned. One person's perception of poor is different than another's, because one person may feel like living off of $5,000 a month is, oh my goodness, how am I going to survive? And then opposed to someone that is only living off of $900 a month is. So do you see what I mean? Like it depends. Like that the people that are saying, well, I had nothing, I was so poor. Well, maybe they really weren't poor, but in their perception they were, because they were used to having more.
So much. So kind of like when you see stars go bankrupt, for instance, I think 50 Cent declared bankruptcy, TLC, a lot of things, a lot of sports people. Yeah. But their bankruptcy is not broke. They're not broke.
No, they're not really broke.
Right? Switch places with me. You take my non-bankruptcy life, and let me take your bankruptcy life, and you're gonna have more money when you even don't have any money.
Yeah.
You know, and what is that? I don't know. I just never understand that, because I don't know. I don't understand that. But anyway, we kind of get off.
Okay, yeah. Here. So, but what I was telling Andre though, because he was like about the Jack Ma guy.
Right.
He was like, yeah, but we don't know where he really came from. And I was telling him how
the struggle, the
real struggle,
the story of the real struggle.
They keep that part out. So what they're doing is really telling you half truths. And really, what I told him was half truths are really just another lie.
Because a lot of
you're omitting purposely Yeah.
Because a lot of people that have these kind of stories, they're rich already. I wouldn't say they come from successful.
Wealth.
Yeah,
Somehow.
Right. Except for we're not going to include rappers and singers and athletes. You know, we know
they really do have to.
Right, and they use the talent that they have that other people may not necessarily have to kind of get to where they're going. But what about when you're trying to create something from scratch? I lost my train of thought.
Well, let's say, like in their instances, they're not going to be coming from the low income housing for real, to where your parents are only bringing in $500 a month and you're on government assistance, and those aren't. I'm not trying to be a pessimist, but I mean, that their stories are not those stories.
Right. So because we're not talking, and we're not. This is stuff that we're talking about was not 100%. But basically, I guess we get back to some of it. The stories that a lot of people, the rah-rah that you get from all of these successful people, and how tell us what we need to do. Their stories has holes in it, and generally it's somebody's bankrolling them while they're doing what they need to do. So therefore, let's say I want to start a. Give me something I should start. I want to start a real estate. I want to do flipping houses. All right, I can't work because I need to be buying and selling. Then once I buy it, I need to be putting up molding, doing floors, changing roofs and things. And I want to do most of the work, so therefore I have, I don't have to pay out all this money and don't make a lot of money on the flip. But when I'm doing that, who's paying my bills? Who's taking care of, the kids to work, to school, and basically who's funding my lifestyle? Who's feeding me? Who's paying my insurance? Where am I getting this money? Because I don't have a job anymore. So in those people's stories, bring it back, somebody is funding their lifestyle while they create
their goals.
And that's the part that is missing in everyone's story.
Yeah.
And notice when everyone's story, the ones that we're talking about, not athletes, not singers, not rappers, whatever, they come from wealth. They rarely, but they always will try to flip a sad story. Like the Jack Ma kind of looked at him. He's like, well, I went to such and such college. How did you get money to go to college? Where did this come from?
You could get grants
That's
and loans
true.
and scholarships, but who is providing, all the other essential things that you need for life? Basically,
where the funding is needed, those stories are part of the story. Anytime there's a funding issue, that's missing from everyone's story.
Yes.
And you pick the person, it's missing. Dave Ramsey, I went broke, went bankrupt, I cried, held my wife, and we sat at our dining room table, and I wrote books and sold them out the car, and I got a radio show. You just don't just get a radio show. It wasn't even an internet era.
Yeah.
So who did you know to get on the radio?
You knew somebody.
You know what I mean? So it's not all the time it has to be wealth.
Yeah.
It can just be contacts because you're
networking
for your parents are successful or whatever, and they kind of helped you meet the right people, and then those right people gave you the hookup to get to where you need to go.
Yeah.
And that's the part that people don't have. He didn't come the person who he is, that he tells everyone to do, from selling pizzas and getting, little side jobs and saving nickel. These people didn't come millionaires because they saved 20% in their IRA. They just didn't. It takes 20, 30 years plus. These people damn near did it in a few years.
Yeah.
Some of their stories missing.
Yeah.
That's all I'm saying.
Which, I'm glad that they have, those positive things, but it's not, it wouldn't be.
Is this a phone call?
I don't know.
Yeah. What the hell's going on?
But it wouldn't
we got some
be.
communications going.
Terry, you should be watching my YouTube right now instead of texting me.
Yeah. Her thing is blowing up.
Oh, gosh.
So basically what I was going to say, the funding, I'm lost for words.
Yeah.
Anyway, so what do you think about what I'm saying? Because, but they got to where they wanted to go, like Dave Ramsey, you can claim bankruptcy, but he tells you not to declare bankruptcy.
Yeah.
And to pay off 20 years. And anyway, basically, they got their fortune. They did what they need to do, usually 2 to 5 years.
Yeah.
Well, how come they're not telling you to go that path?
Yeah.
Why?
And to go their path, though, to do their path, you have to make a certain amount of income.
And that's why
it's
he
not
knows.
For someone that's making a couple thousand a month, you just can't because the cost of living.
Right, because you're not going to be selling pizzas.
No.
To get to where he got.
Yeah.
To make that, it's just. So anyway, that's that particular story, and there's holes. I would love to ask these questions to them because I would keep drilling them for a situation. Yeah. I had a talk about Shameless Maya.
Oh,
Where's
yeah.
my phone? Oh, it's right there. Forget it. I can't bring it up.
That's funny. Okay, so I'll tell you this and then remind me about the phone incident. Okay, so like Shameless Maya, she's a YouTuber, and she started off like trying to grow her YouTube channel, and she became famous because YouTube featured her, right?
Yeah, she made a popular video. I think she was dancing or something, just kind of in the house. I'm not saying she was rich. She was living in Harlem. It was tough times. Yeah. And so she got featured. So she got a little break on the homepage, and then she just kind of blew up after that.
Yeah.
So I had emailed her a question. This is when she was smaller to respond to certain people. How you find the time to put all these videos out? And this was like 2012, 2013, something like that. To put all these videos out and keep up your lifestyle, meaning just go to work to pay the rent or whatever. Oh, I work 60, 70 hours a week, and I barely have time in the day to work on that. Because her videos wasn't just really about pressing record and talking for a few minutes. It was bigger production, follow me on this Photoshop, boom, 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 this, that, watch me edit this. And I don't even have time. I don't have, the time is difficult. So someone being like that, you're not, and then so she was like, well, you need to cut, I quit, sometimes you got to quit your job to follow your.
Yeah, she said,
follow your dream. That's what, to let my creations flourish.
Yeah.
Okay, so how did you take the roof of your, exactly, this is what I'm looking for. So somebody was bankrolling her.
Yeah. Maybe,
was it her
ex-husband?
Yeah. I know she had gotten divorced. Maybe
got spousal support.
I know it couldn't have been too many people because she didn't grow up in a great place, where she at. It's definitely poverty. But you don't have to be rich to. Basically, who supported your lifestyle? And that lifestyle could just be $500 a month, or whatever your lifestyle is.
Somebody supported you,
right? Allowed you to create.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's what I'm looking for. All these guys, Bill Gates in the garage. He's in the garage working on Microsoft Windows and all that stuff. Not Windows, it's Microsoft DOS, I think. Who kind of funded him while he was creating? Because that takes a lot of time in that damn garage. You know what I mean? Buying disk drives and computers and just learning coding, creating. Not even coding. What was it? Basic, like whatever language was out back then.
But he was saying that he would work 16 hours a day, not at a paying job, on his dream. 16 hours a day.
So the other 8, you figure you gotta sleep.
You gotta sleep and you gotta eat.
And it couldn't have been selling pizzas.
No. So for 16 hours a day for 5 years, he did that. And then, of course, they developed Microsoft or Windows or something. And then, it was Microsoft. And then it didn't work. So then he spent another 2 years. Now, mind you, during this whole time, though, he wasn't really making any money. So, someone was, and it's okay if they're being funded, but just be honest about it. So then someone that doesn't have what you have or doesn't have the funding that you have, so then they'll know what they're up against.
Right.
Not saying that it can't happen to those people too, but they need to know the full 100% truth so they'll know what they need to do.
And a lot of YouTubers, I even bring it back to YouTubers, a lot of them, if you notice, a lot of the really successful ones are upper teens to mid-20s, mid-30s, mid-20s, upper 20s. All right, in that range, when they first started, you can go back to anybody's video and start working. It's like plenty of time in the bedroom. I don't have a job. I'm just going to chill and make YouTube videos.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And who was fun enough? We always could assume it was probably their parents or whatever, because you could see the bedroom kid posters on the wall, things like that, and you can watch them just grow.
Yeah.
But there was always, and then when they get big, they're, oh yeah, follow your dream, do this, do that. No. I can't sit in my bedroom. I can't sit in my bedroom like you did.
Yeah, your parents can't fund you while you go to school and work on YouTube.
And that's what I'm saying. So you just put it, you know, it doesn't matter. They could be YouTubers, they could be big corporations. People start big corporations, but they all have a story and they all tell you what to do. You could do what I did, just blah, blah, blah. But no, they didn't say. It's the funding part. Who funded your lifestyle while you created your dream? That's the question. That's basically something.
That's what we want to know. Yeah.
Because that's the part I'm missing.
And we're not like, and to be very clear, we're not like downing them or anything like that. Yeah. We find that it's great that they give such positive messages because we listen to them.
And I like everyone's story. I think it's very motivating, you know. So I'm not we just want to know about the funding while you weren't famous per se. And if you omit it, I think that makes you
deceitful.
Yeah, there's something about it where I'm like, I don't know if I like you. So we was watching this video. You know how YouTube playing this commercial. So Stock Guy came up, right?
Oh yeah.
So the Stock Guy's like, hey man, yo, I got this. You know, he's sitting in the ocean waves crashing back. He's got his little drink, his cup, his latte. Oh man, be like me. I got these 3 stock secrets, man, and it makes millions. I made 200, 300%. I got millions now, and it's over 3 simple patterns, and I'm gonna show you how to do it because I made millions, and I did it right here in my pajamas. So, you could make millions in your pajamas on the beach, and you're going to show me how to do it? And you're going to take time to make videos, make lessons, courses, do seminars, and hire people to pump this out, distribution and all that stuff to make money off of me when you can make money in your pajamas?
Yeah. So he's not really
making the money. You want to go through all of this trouble to help me when you're making pajama money?
Yeah. He's not really making the money in the pajamas. He's making money off the people buying the
course, right?
That he is making money off the pajamas.
Because if I could make money in pajamas, first of all, I wouldn't sell it to you. First of all, I wouldn't tell you. But if I wouldn't tell you, I wouldn't sell it to you. I'd just give it to you for free. Look, this is what I do.
Yeah.
Blah, 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 blah. Blah, 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 blah. Go ahead and give it a try and see what's up. You know, I don't got time to create marketing material. I don't got time to create textbooks. I don't got time to shoot videos.
Yeah.
Well, I guess I do got time, but why?
Why?
I want to chill in my pajamas. It doesn't get no simpler than that. He's marketing.
You would want to share. To be a successful person, you want to share your success, your knowledge for free. I mean,
I have no problem letting it go, but and then you said basically to somebody, I'll say friend, somebody's important. For instance, Coca-Cola, a big multi-billion-dollar company, they ain't telling you the secret of Coca-Cola. KFC, they ain't telling you the 11 herbs and spice. They tell you it's 11, but they ain't telling you which ones and how much of them. They could do that. They probably told their mother or somebody close.
Yeah,
but they ain't telling us. They ain't even make a course to try to tell us what it is. They not telling us. They just gonna keep making the chicken. So if I can make money in my pajamas, I'm going to keep making the money in my pajamas and just let it be. I'm not trying to make any development material to help you do it too. If I am, that means that's where my money is coming from and not the pajama money. Yeah. So that's the whole this guy's story. Yeah. And if you just listen to people's stories successful, maybe this is what's that thinking you just said I had? I'm very
objective. Like you're very, neutral.
I look for holes in everybody's story. I'm always looking at the face value. Yeah, I always look at the other side. What's the other side? Yeah. All right, I know what you told me. What didn't you tell me? Yeah. That's how I kind of think. And, and I come up with ideas, and maybe I'm wrong on a lot of them or right, but I'm always thinking, what didn't you tell me? Where's the hole in your story? Because I would love to be in any of these seminars or, what do they call them? Speeches and stuff. I'll be raising my hand. Yeah. What do they call them? Gosh, I can't. Keynote speeches. I'll be raising my hand and be like, how did you do that? Who paid that? Who paid for that? Did you have a car? What was your car note? Who paid for your car? How were you able to maintain insurance and did you have a girlfriend at the time? Yeah. How often did your guys hang out?
Yeah. just like whenever you have and this is something I noticed, and it's kind of the same because I see women or men, they're in a live-in relationship where both people work, but one or the other still say, I'm a single parent. Mm-hmm. I do this on my own. And I'm like, no, you don't. You're not doing it on your own. You have someone that's funding you and that's helping you. You're not doing it on your own.
Right, and I don't know why people want to hide the source. Yeah. What is and like say musicians or a lot of people, everybody's got to have that kind of story that drives you down. I lived in the gutter, I was poor. Why? Why can't you say, hey, I was rich, I had money, I was chilling. Yeah. You know what I mean? I decide, why do you gotta come from the slum to greatness? Why is that gotta be the story? That's always gotta be the story.
Because they're trying to they're trying to, because people that are poor will give their money more freely. They'll give it more freely whenever they have the idea that they might become rich. Rich folk don't just give their money away. Mm-hmm. Poor people do, because they are giving it away in the hopes of becoming rich. Mm-hmm. And that's why people like to say, oh, I was poor, I came from, and so dinner time, love you. Love you too, Aunt Bev. Thank you so much, Aunt Bev. You're so nice.
This is just what we think about.
Yeah, this is just stuff, yeah. Okay, but let me tell you real quick about this phone thing. Okay, so I was on the phone, didn't realize it. I was locking up my apartment before I came over here, and I was like, babe, I think I left my phone in Kroger. Mm-hmm. I think I left my phone in Kroger. And remember, you were like,
babe, you're on the phone.
Because
I didn't crazy looking for the phone. It was in Kroger an hour ago.
Because I didn't hear it going off. Whenever
I'm sure that happened to everybody that's on Bluetooth. You're like, where's my phone? Where's my phone? And you're on it.
And you're on the phone. Like just now, he was trying to find his phone so he could look up something. Yeah, and he was like, wait a minute, we're using it. But anyway, so that'll be all.
Anyway, that's how I live the conversation of today. Yeah. So if you follow any motivational speakers, who is it? Put it in the comments.
Although, wait a minute, I have to tell y'all about somebody that I just found. Let me,
share. See, share with somebody.
Yes, and let me tell you, this person.
Is that guy that told us about the t-shirts and the mugs?
Yes. Okay. Let me find him. Here is his name. How do I get to home? Okay. His channel is called Let's Grow With Me, and it's 4 words.
And he's small channel. He's only got 620
Yeah, he's a small channel. Here he is. Oh, where's your... Okay, that's what his channel looks like. and he has some of the most amazing things on his channel. I'm normally not very impressed with, you know, I don't know. I'm not very impressed with certain YouTube channels and stuff, so I've always watched his. I've watched every video he's ever come out with, Andre's.
He's a good man.
And there are others that I do watch, but this guy, he has some of the most awesome stuff that he talks about. So you should check him out.
Yeah, check him out. See, that's how you know, you're helping somebody. Like if you notice a lot in my videos, I did several collaborations, and a lot of them was with very small channels.
Yeah.
Way smaller than mine. Not that I was big or anything, but maybe 20 subscribers, 30, 40. I don't know. And it's subscriber count doesn't even matter to me. It's just who I like. That's why my subscribers are hidden. So is yours.
Yeah, mine are
hidden.
hidden.
So because it doesn't matter, and that's what I feel. So, and I got over 15,000.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll give you that, but it doesn't matter.
I'm not giving you mine.
I was gonna say let's release it, babe.
Why?
You don't want to release it? All right, because I am gonna actually release mine. Because I think that could be. We're gonna do another video on this. I think that also could be one of the reasons.
Oh.
I'm not sure.
Okay.
So we're gonna do a video later on YouTube. This whole YouTube marketing, promotion, kind of getting out there. Just our feelings on it. You know, right or wrong, our feelings on it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So anyway, I mean, you know, things that we change, and if you follow us, you can see the small things that we might do different to see if it
just to
makes better results.
Yeah. Because ultimately, I mean, we do want views.
Yeah.
We want views. We want people to interact with us. We like that. We like to interact, and we do comment, and we all that stuff. So.
Yeah. So.
Anyway. Yes, that's all.
All right, so it's Memorial Day weekend.
Yeah. And so we have to thank Andre because isn't it a veterans thing? Like, isn't it Memorial? Isn't Memorial Day?
I think that's for the dead
Oh. Well, then my grandfather, he was a veteran. Well, he didn't pass away in active duty or anything.
But to me, I look at it as just the people that serve. Some people wasn't lucky and didn't come home.
Yeah.
You know, so we all took the risk. You know, the risk was the same. So that's how I kind of look at it.
Yeah. So.
And I know I was young, and I was talking to this guy about it today. Matter of fact, and I was like, I didn't know the danger I was in, because I was talking about how I was in Saudi Arabia, and the place that we used to stay, they blew that up.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, this is after. But I didn't realize the danger that I was actually in. I was 18, 19, just, look, I'm in Saudi Arabia. You know what I mean?
Because your mind wasn't mature.
That they hate us. I knew nothing about my even geography like that. I was like, where the hell is Saudi Arabia? Show me. Get the globe. Remember the globes?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I would spin it real fast.
Yeah, no, where's the globes? Nobody's got we're getting a globe, babe. It's going right here.
And I'll be over here doing like this.
That's it. We're getting the globe. It's coming. It's coming right here.
That's so funny. Or the globe pencil sharp.
Everybody had a globe that you showed.
Yeah, and the Britannica or whatever they were called.
Encyclopedia Britannica.
Yes.
Yeah, and there was another major encyclopedia.
There was.
Encyclopedia Britannica
and
Webster.
Not Webster.
But I can't think of it.
Yeah.
Anyway.
So.
Cost thousands of dollars too.
I know, my grandparents.
They said one book a month.
My grandparents had those.
$200, whatever.
My grandparents had those. Because there were two sets. They had both sets, and then they had the globe of Earth.
Yeah.
And then
maybe showed everybody that's in the office that look, the world is round. You can spin it.
And
because it spins.
Yeah, I would hope it spin it though. It was so fun because I would go real fast and I would stop it, try to stop it with my finger.
I think this needs to be another video. Why do people have a globe?
Yeah.
Why? And if it was so important, why don't we have globes no more? The Earth is still round.
Well, I think we
Who has a globe? Show me a video with somebody having a globe. Back then, it was almost everywhere.
Everywhere, yeah. Just like a piano.
A teacher's desk might have a little small globe. You might see the president in the Oval Office with the globe in the back. Anybody, it could be people selling encyclopedias and TV, a globe. It was always maybe a bookcase and a globe somewhere.
That's true.
That's right. People had globes.
Yes. That's true.
Matter of fact, where's the globe section in Walmart? I don't even think Walmart sells a globe.
I don't even know if any store sells
Exactly. So we're on a globe hunt.
Yeah.
We will have a globe.
Yeah.
I don't know how big, how small.
But it will be one. One that will be, that can be moved. Yeah.
All right, so we went on our little globe kick.
Anyway.
Maybe there's like 20 seconds. We believe you, the Earth is round. We believe you, and it spins. Yeah, I got that.
Well, I mean, maybe that's why they say the Earth is round, because people would be like, we're not going to be able to spin a flat one.
I don't know. Maybe just like, I don't care.
Yeah.
Just don't care. I don't know. I don't care. Cyberspace.
Yeah, cyberspace. I don't know.
That's what they care about. I mean,
well, yeah.
Whatever. All right, so anyway, thanks for watching. Let me see, 36 minutes. Longest video yet, I think, on your channel.
Really?
You think you did a 36-minute video?
Probably not. 37.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I don't think so.
You know what? Maybe that chit chat, that was a long.
Yeah, it was. Yeah.
The eyeball.
Yeah, the eyeball, nose, the nose.
The nose.
Sinus infection.
That's right. So anyway, thanks for watching. Everybody have a good weekend. Tell them something good.
Monday to Thursday, Friday.
No, I'm just thinking like, oh shoot, we should have been recording this.
Oh yeah.
Hopefully they come out next week.
Will be continued.
I think we're behind the ball here.
Yeah.
So yeah, stay tuned for that, and let us know how you like this video. This was a chit chat. We didn't get a lot of you guys in here, but that's what we really want. So if you came and watched it, and you watched it this far, come on when we live so you can chit chat with us, so you could be part of this conversation, because that would have been cool to have more. Because this is just my opinion. That you heard Deborah's opinion, and what's your opinion on it? You know, so. And it's all opinions. We all got one, you know. So I know some of the people probably did come from hard times, or that we was talking about, or some of the stories were are legit and stuff. It's just not out there.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like strong. They don't push the fact that this is how I did it. They more push the fact that this is how you need to do it. That's all. That's all.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So. Phone's blowing up again.
That
means
we
gotta get ready to go.
Terry, if you are watching this, you're supposed to be commenting and like.
All right. That's right. Comment, like, share.
Share
this long 30-minute video. All right. So thanks everybody for watching. See y'all.
Bye.
Bye.